Hey guys, how's it going? So in today's video, we're going to talk about tips that will make your journey towards fluency in English way easier. So tip number 1, be aware that learning a new language takes time. So I know that learning a new language really takes time. Like, you're not gonna start to study a new language today and in a week or two you're gonna be fluent. No, it's not like that. It's gonna take time, it takes months, it takes years, but you gotta keep in mind that you're gonna do it. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take like a lot of struggle. You're gonna have to work hard, and you're gonna have to read books, you're gonna have to listen to music, you're gonna have to, write, you're gonna have to read, you're gonna have to watch videos, movies, series. So it's not gonna happen like in the blink of an eye. It's gonna take time. So tip number 2, keep your own personality. It's kind of common like seeing people who they try to learn a new language and they think that in order for them to learn this new language, they have to be someone else. No, that's not right. If you want to learn a new language, you're gonna keep being yourself. You don't need to try to be someone else for you to speak a new language. No, you're gonna continue you're gonna be yourself as you've always been. But the difference is you're gonna be speaking a new language. So you don't need to try to be funny or try to be serious. No, you're gonna have to be yourself, but speaking that new language. Tip number 3, keep in mind that having an accent is not wrong. So I've heard a lot of times before that I want to learn a new language, but I don't want to sound like I'm Brazilian. I don't want other people to know that I'm from Brazil or whatever. No, you were born here. You were raised here, you were born here, you were raised here. So you don't need to try to lose your accent. No, that's not necessary for you to speak a new language. What is communication? Communication is you gotta be able to say something clear enough, and the person you're talking to has to be able to understand what you're saying. This is communication. So if you have an accent, that's not wrong. If you have an accent, I'm pretty sure that your accent is not gonna make impossible for anyone to understand what you're saying. So keep in mind, once again, having an accent is not wrong. Tip number 4, learning a new language, just like learning anything else, is not always exciting, but it will worth it. So just like doing anything else in life, when you start doing anything, you're excited. Oh my god, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're happy. You're you know that it's gonna work and you're excited to do it. But over time, you know that things are gonna start to slow down. You're not gonna be that exciting anymore, that excited. You gotta keep in mind that, once again, going back to that tip number 1, you gotta be aware that it takes time. So it's gonna take time, and you gotta be aware that it's not always gonna be exciting. Sometimes you're gonna be tired. You're gonna have to write down a lot of things. You're gonna have to listen to podcasts. You're gonna have to listen to music. You're gonna have to watch documentaries. You're gonna have to watch TV news and stuff. So keep in mind, it's not always gonna be exciting. It's not always gonna be exciting, but it's gonna worth it. All of this that you're gonna do to achieve fluency is gonna worth it in the future. Alright, and last but not least, Tip number 5, don't take your small achievements for granted. I myself, I know that sometimes you think that you're not learning, you think that you're not making any progress at all, but you're gonna see like over time that you are making progress. So if you learn something new, even though like it's not a really great vocabulary, like it's not anything huge, you're not fluent yet, but like the steps, each step is really, really important. So if you learn a new word, if you learn a new sentence, if you learn how to say something new, this is really important. So don't take this for granted. Again, it's gonna worth it. So this is what I have for you guys today. If you liked the video, comment below, like the video, subscribe, send this video to a friend, to someone that you know that is trying to learn English, and this is gonna help me and this is gonna help like other people who are trying to learn English. So that's it. I see you next video.